Good evening, guys. I'm going to make a video presentation about LCG, and we have a problem, so let's take it, guys. So I'll start. This is a problem, example 6.1. A ship with a present displacement of 16,725 tons, and this displacement is equivalent to 2.935 meters. This is a Panamax vessel. So let's check, guys. 2.935. That will be 2.935. Put this 2.935 here, and another 935. That will be, or you go to the hydrostatic table, put here 2.935, and the displacement is 73.416. Displacement is 16, let's say 16722.55. okay, how much is the displacement? Check. Displacement is 16725. Okay, 16725. Put here 16725. 16725, and the drop is 2.935, which is this one. Sorry, 2.935. okay. So with this displacement, this is the center of gravity, which is negative 2.27. okay, so to have a good view of that this gravity, this is the midship part of the vessel, and the LCG is 2.27.7, which is, it says here, is forward of a midship, which is negative 2.2. so this is your midship, forward is negative, so negative 2.2 is somewhere this one. So this will be his center of gravity, and the distance from the midship to G is negative 2.227. okay, then what's next? Her LBP is 215, and you plan to load the ships as follows. So these are the cargoes to be loaded in 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the LCG, and if you are negative, you are forward to the midship, meaning forward to a midship, this one. If this is your midship or midship, forward is negative, so it is somewhere around here, the forward part, that's why it says forward. Okay, and the figure would be like this. So 1, 2, 3, and number 4 will be on the other side, because look, guys, all holes 1 to 4 are negative, so meaning negative, it should be somewhere around here. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4. okay, because it's all negative, meaning the cargo is loaded in the forward part of the vessel, meaning if this is negative, all cargo holds, if this is your midship, all cargo holds are loaded in forward part of the vessel. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4. So somewhere around here. If it is positive, then it will be on the up part, but it says forward or midship. So somewhere around here. Okay, let's proceed. and this is forward also, because it's negative, this should be forward. Okay, forward. So the meaning all on the forward part of the vessel. We will check the LCG of the vessel. Say go to Panamax, then you go to capacity table. You see all LCG from hold 1 to 4 is all negative, and number 5 is positive, 6 is positive, 7 is positive. So from 1 to 4 it's negative, meaning if negative, all cargo holds are within the forward part of the vessel. Okay, so let's proceed. I hope that's clear. And these are the cargoes to be loaded, and we will, so these are hold number 1 to be loaded, say in number 1, and LCG, this will be your moment, LCG moment. Number 2 multiplied by your LCG, that will be your LCG moment, and 500, number 3 multiplied by LCG, that will be your LCG moment, and number 4 or 550 metric tons minus your LCG or multiply your LCG, that will be your moment. Total moment will be 135,854.5, and your total cargo to be loaded is 2,550. To get the final LCG, okay, because your present LCG is this one, because your displacement and your drop is 2.935, and your LCG is forward of your midship, which is this small, this is, so your from midship your LCG has moved forward. This will be your LCG with your displacement of 16725, and your LCG is negative 2.22, or the drop of 2.935, which is this one. So this is the G now. The gravity or center of gravity of the vessel is a little bit move forward, because you have the LCG of negative 2.27, and then the drop in this center of gravity is 2.935. Okay, I hope that's clear. This is small arrow here. Then you added all the LCG moment, you have all your cargo, and to get the final LCG, or meaning the new LCG, is total moment, which is this one, over weight, this weight. So 1,000 negative 1,335,854.5 over your total weight, and your final LCG is negative 53276. Okay, I'll show you what happens now. So this is from your midship vessel, which is you start from measuring, you go measure to negative 53.276, negative because is going forward part of the vessel, so that's why it's negative. And this will be your new GG1 from center of gravity, because I've shifted from this drop. Then you go from midship going to GG1 or G, I'm sorry, from G, sorry, that will be G from here. So from G to GG1, that will be negative 53.76. That will be your new final LCG, because you already loaded how many loaded in hole number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So meaning to say, if you have loaded this cargo in holes, amount of cargo in holes 1, 2, 3, and 4, the new LCG will be this one. From G, center of gravity, from here to GG1, this will be your new LCG, which is this one. Okay? I hope that's clear. So that will be the new LCG, or your final LCG. Okay? So proceed. So this is what we are looking for to back up with the program. We go to the Panamax. This is a Panamax vessel. So your initial drop is 2.395, which is this one. Two point 2.935. Okay. Forward and up is 2.935, and you have an even keel. Let's say even keel, and this will be your, because you have no trim, that will be 0 trim, and your LCF would be negative 7.43. MTC is 7.83.6, and TPC is 59.79. Okay. Since in 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the cargoes, and this LCG, this will be your LCG moment. So LCG moment divide by your weight, that will be your new LCG. This is the new LCG, which is negative 53.276. Okay, that will be 53.276. This is the new LCG. Okay, so because from G to GG1, this is your new LCG of negative 53.276. From here, this will be your GG1. Okay, I hope that's clear. Now from there, okay, what will be the distance from the new LCG from LCF? Okay, take note, the LCF if you remember, this is your LCF from midship going to this F here, this one F. This will be your LCF, bro. From here going here, that's your LCF. How do you know it's on the forward part? Well, according to your draft of 2.935, your LCF is negative 743. Okay, 743. So that will be this one, 743. So this one, negative 743 from G, I'm sorry, from G to F, this one, this small arrow. Okay, put it up. That will be your LCF. Okay, that will be your LCF. I'm sorry. So that will be clear. Okay, this will be your LCF from G, from G, from center of, from mid, I'm sorry, from mid, I'm sorry, this is from mid. Okay, from mid going to the center of rotation. This is your LCF, which is 7.43. Okay, so now take note, guys. This is G1, the new center of gravity, and this is your center of rotation. When the vessel, when LCF is behind your center gravity, it means, because you have the weight here, the tendency of this vessel is to forward, is to sink down, because of the G is at the forward center of rotation. This is your tipping point, or your point of rotation. So in equilibrium, this will be your center. Since you have a weight here, the tendency of the vessel is to sink down, and the up part is to rise up. So this is to sink down, and the stern will be to rise up. So meaning you are going, the tendency of the vessel is to trim by the head. So by this figure alone, you will know that your vessel will be trimmed by the head, because your G, or your final LCG, is forward part of your LCF. Okay, and the distance from your LCF to your center of gravity is 46.842. From this center of rotation to your center of GG1, this is the distance. And from your this will be GG1. I think this should be GG1. Okay. Now, if you notice, guys, if you notice, all these weights are on the forward part of the vessel. It is loaded in the forward part of the vessel. So when yung negative, it means the forward part. So if you have all these cargoes to be loaded in the forward part, of course the tendency of the vessel is to have a trim by the head, because you see, forward of a midship, forward of a midship, forward of a midship. So it's not on the up part, it's on the forward. So the tendency of the vessel is to have a trim, or to sink, which is this one. Okay, because most of the, if this is your center or a midship, all cargo, or all cargoes are loaded between 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere around here. If all your cargoes are loaded in the forward part, of course your tendency of the vessel is to sink. Okay, because you have a weight here, so the tendency, this is your new G1, from G to G1, so it has a weight here. With so much weight, the tendency of the vessel is to sink, and your up part is to rise up. Okay, let's proceed. Since you have already your final G, LCG, so let's proceed to the program. Okay, you have this draft of 2.2 2.935 by your program of 2.935 even keel. This is your LCG. This will be your LCF, MTC, TPC, which is this one, guys. So your LCF, LCB, MTC, and TPC are all here. Okay, and to get the final SCG is your total moment of 135,845.5 divided by your weight is your final LCG of -53276, which is this one, guys. I just put it in writing, sorry, in Excel, so it will be much clearer. So total moment is this one over your total weight is your LCG of -53.276, which is the same with this one. Okay, so once you have already your final LCG, you have to get the distance or the difference distance from LCF to new LCG. Okay, so LCF to final LCG. What does it means? If this is your center flotation, what will be your distance from this one to the G1? Okay, so the distance will be 45.842 from center flotation to the new GG1. The distance is 45.842, which is the equation of LCG minus your LCF. LCG is -53.276 minus your LCF, which is this one. So your distance from LCF to new LCG is -48.842. Okay. Now, next we get now the change of trim. The change of trim, the formula is weight times distance over MTC times 100. Okay, transpose. What is the weight? Okay, the weight is 2,550 times your distance, this one, distance from LCF to new CG, over MTC, which is this one, 783.695 times 100. You transpose, distance is 2,550 times your, this is the weight times your distance, which is this one, over your MTC. MTC is this one times your constant 100, and the value and the answer, your change of trim will be -1.492, meaning you are trimmed by the head. Okay, so by this computation you will know that you are trimmed by the head, but with this figure it will show you are trimmed by the head because your central flotation is behind the GG1 or the center of gravity. Okay, so if the center flotation is forward of the center of gravity, of course the tendency of this up will be go down, and the tendency of this forward vessel will rise up. But since this is else your central flotation is behind, the tendency of your G is to sink, and flotation and your stern will rise up. Then, so you have already your change of trim, which is according to your program, the change of trim. So change of trim is 1.492, which is this one. Change of trim. Negative 1.492. Okay. Now next we are looking for the change of drop forward. So this is the formula: 1/2 LPP plus LCF over LPP times change of trim. So your LPP is 222. What is 1/2 of 222 is 110. Plus your LCF. Your LCF is negative 7,434. So that is negative 7,434 over LPP, which is 220, times your change of trim, which is this one, negative 1,492, and your change of drop forward would be negative 0,695. Okay, negative 0,695, which is, according to your program, change of trim forward is negative 0.694. I got here negative 695. Okay, almost the same. Now to get the change of drop up, the formula is change of trim minus your change of drop forward. So change of trim, which is your change of trim here. Change of trim is negative 1.492. So this is 492, and your change of drop forward is negative 0.695. So your change of drop is negative 0.79. Okay. Now, next you get your parallel shrinkage. Why? Because when you load cargo in any holes in the vessel, the tendency of the vessel is to sink anywhere. If you put here load here, put the cargo here, the vessel is to sink. Okay, regardless of trim, whether you trim by the stern or trim by the head. But when you load cargo forward and up, the vessel is to sink. That's why you have to take the parallel shrinkage, which is, the formula is weight times TPC times 100. So your weight is 2,250 times over, meaning divide by your TPC. Your TPC is 59.79. 59.79 over 100. Your parallel shrinkage is 0.426. Okay, so let's now put now in actual practice. So your present drop is 2.935 forward and up. So your drop is, from your initial drop is 2.935. That will be midship. That is even keel. Okay, even keel. Then you apply plus your parallel shrinkage of 0.26. Put here 0.26 forward, up is 0.426. Then you add it, because the vessel will sink regardless of the trim. Once you put a cargo in the vessel is to sink. So you add your parallel shrinkage, and new drop due to shrinkage is forward is 3.361 and up drop is 3.61. Okay, now you apply now the change of drop forward and up. So you change of drop forward, is negative 0.69. So you put here negative 0.69 and change of drop up. Change of drop up is negative 0.9797, which is this one. Negative 0.797. In the forward part, you add. Why? By the figure alone, because all the cargoes are loaded in the forward part, so the vessel, the tendency of the vessels is to counterclockwise, meaning to sink. The vessel is to sink, meaning you will have more drop. So you add. So you add. So up, a forward drop is you add. That will be 4.06. Okay. And the up drop, applying the up, change of drop is you negative or minus. Why? Because according to the figure, once this forward part will sink, of course the tendency of your stern will rise up, so you will have less drop. Okay, that will be clockwise. Okay, this will rise up and this will sink down. So this is clockwise and this is counterclockwise. So meaning you have a less drop of the up part. So with that, so you have to divide your minus your up change of drop, which is 0.797, which is this one, and the resultant will be up will be 2.56. Okay, so you have forward is 4.06, up is 2.56, your main is 3.31, and your trim, you are trimmed by the head because it is negative of 1.49. Okay, let's check, guys. Your initial drop is 2.935, which is 2.935. Okay, that is even keel. Uh, 2.935 even keel. Then you apply the parallel sinkage of 427. I have here parallel sinkage is 0.426. You add this one, and your new drop due to sinkage is 3.361, and the program says 3.362. Apply your change of drop forward, which is 6.94. I got 6.95, and up change of drop up is 0.797, and the program says 797, and forward drop will be 406. Forward drop is 406. Up drop is 256. Up drop is 256. Your trim is negative 149. Trim is negative 149. That is the up drop minus your forward drop. You will have a negative trim of 1.49, which is your trim by the head. And your mean drop is 3.31, and my mean drop is 3.31. Okay, guys, I want to emphasize this one. Take note, guys. Again, I will emphasize. Your center of flotation is in this line of F, but the LCF of LCG of, or the distance of LCF from midship is 7.43. Let's say this is from here, midship going to F is 7.43. Negative because it's in the forward part. That's why it's negative. Okay, and the final LCG is negative 53.26. So from the middle, it should be here. This is from the midship, distance from midship. Okay, so from midship going to the new center of gravity, the distance would be negative 53.76. So if the center of rotation is behind the center of gravity, it means that your vessel forward, you are trimmed by the head, meaning because you have a weight here, the tendency of the drop forward will sink and the drop up will rise up. So you have less drop here, you have more drop here. That's why you have a trim of negative 149, which is your forward drop is more than your updraft of 2.56, which is the same with this figure that I have. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you like this video, please click the like button, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to click the notification bell. Thank you for watching and good night.